I'd like to start off the show, if I may.
Yeah,
go straight into it, because as you know, the hot topic of the week is we've had Trump over here in the United Kingdom
playing golf.
Yeah, well, he popped over to see. He had a lovely little chateau up in there in Scotland.
Yeah.
And he's been playing a bit of golf, but he's also met with our Keir Starmer.
Yes, Mr. Popular.
Sir Keir. Keir.
Sir Keir.
Sir Keir Stalling.
Stalin, did you say?
Yes, something like that. Yeah, but anyway, Trump's been he's been chatting to him, and it's been quite interesting. So I put a couple of sound clips together.
That's nice.
And this is basically the highlights. Highly edited, it's got to be said.
Yeah, condensed,
right?
yeah.
Highly condensed. These are the highlights of his little meeting up there in Scotland with Sir Keir Stalling.
Stalin.
Well, let me welcome you, Mr. President, to Scotland, and fantastic to be here at Turnberry with you. Thank you so much for showing us around and having this opportunity.
So it's a successful social media site. There are new powers here to censor your site, state mandate.
To censor my site?
To censor your site.
You mean Truth?
And Facebook.
Truth, sir?
I mean Truth. Is that okay?
Well, I don't think he's going to censor my site because I say only good things. Will you please uncensor my site?
Yeah, we're not censoring anyone. We've got some measures which are there to protect children about censoring free speech. But this country is the proud free speech in this country has been for a very long time. We're very, very proud of it.
But I cannot imagine him censoring Truth Social. That's more of a very political, and it's been a very big success.
That's not going to happen.
And I only say good things about him and his country, so if they censor me, you're making a mistake. I'm going to give my ambassador the job, make sure it's not censored. I had not heard that.
There you go. So that was him on the censorship.
It's not happening.
It's not happening.
Not doing it.
It's talking about the online safety act that obviously came into play, and now how they're censoring all the websites all over the place, and including maybe one of Trump's Truth.
But he was sweating. You're not doing me.
You could see him squirm so much on this as well. It was just beautiful to watch. And I don't know if you've got into watching many. I've been watching a lot of Sir Keir over the last couple of weeks, and he is well into his what's what's
It's like a back foot, isn't it? He's on the back foot just a little bit.
Certainly was on the back foot. What also they mentioned as well, because the press, I mean, bear in mind this is in the United Kingdom. You would have thought the press, accordingly we've been told, when Trump isn't here, like, our press hate Trump.
Yeah.
But they seem to have found somebody they hated more in Keir, because they seem to be sort of a lot of these questions, shall I say, were loaded questions. Like the first one. Here he goes. He talks about London as well, which is lovely place to visit.
London.
Lovely place to visit. We are a travel show after all.
Visit London during the state visit?
I will. I'm not a fan of your mayor. I think he's done a terrible job. The mayor of London, but the nasty person. I think he's done. I think he's
a friend of mine, right?
No, I think he's done a terrible job. But I would certainly visit London. Yeah.
So we will visit London, but he's not interested in seeing our Sadiq, which really surprises me. Very good friend of Keir's.
Yeah, it was a friend of mine.
He's a friend of mine.
Very good friend of mine.
Very good friend in London. So at the moment, I mean, he's not looking good. He's not looking good.
Don't ban my socials, and I think your friend's a twat.
That's pretty much how it's gone so far.
What are you doing here, isn't it, really?
So he then moves on to immigration, and as you can imagine, that would have gone down well.
Last month, 0 people came into our country illegally, 0. So we went from a bad, incompetently run border to the most competently run border that anybody's ever seen.
Prime Minister, the President makes it look easy dealing with illegal migration. You must be envious of his record in such a short period of time.
Well,
did you hear that? This is our own British press
man.
saying, so, Keir, Donald makes it look so easy.
Yeah.
You know, so easy. How do you explain yourself?
Yeah.
He goes on to explain.
I think we've been discussing illegal migration is a huge issue in both our countries. In the United Kingdom, it is a real cause for concern, and that's why we must bear down on it in all its aspects, upstream, across Europe, where a lot of ours comes through northern France, across the Channel, working with our allies, with our colleagues, to break the gangs that are actually running this trade. But equally being very strong that when people have arrived in this country who've got no right to be here, then we should be removing them.
I can say, though, that I had one of the greatest victories, they say the most consequential in 129 years, so I don't know about that, but it was pretty
beautiful
close.
Victory, yeah.
And we won all of the swing states, which never happens. We won the popular vote by millions of votes. We won, tremendous electoral college sweep, and I believe I did it more than anything else because of my strong stand on immigration.
Even he was getting rifed on the old immigration as well, and rightly so. So far it's 3-0 to Donald.
Yeah, I know. I bet he's glad he went up to Scotland, didn't he? Come on to Scotland and get absolutely back.
So they did talk about quite a few other things, but one of the main things that they did get onto near the end, and I wanted to bring this one. This is my final little clip for you, Russ. You'll be pleased today. This is when they started talking about the farmers.
Oh, the farmers.
The farmers, and how our Labour government are proper stitching up the farmers still at this moment with this inheritance tax, and it's just such a it seems such an evil tax to do,
a land grab, isn't it?
It is a land grab. That's exactly what it is. Anyway, our lovely press asked the question to Donald and said, look, what do you think of these things? And this is the final little encounter. This is Donald and our Keir talking about farming.
We have a lot of unhappy farmers in this country at the moment, and I'm sure the Prime Minister won't thank me for raising this. We've had changes to inheritance tax, which mean a lot of farmers feel they're going to lose their farms when they die or they pass away. How important are farms to a country?
You mean they're going to lose the farm because of estate taxes? So what I've done...
Pay so much, they're cash poor, but they have great...
I know, well, they're cash poor. They're land rich and cash poor. Because a loving mother and father would die and left their farm to their children or their child, but their children, their family. And they loved their family, and they thought they were doing them a favor, but they had a 50% tax to pay. So the land would get valued, and at a high number, because some of the farms were valuable, but they didn't, they couldn't quantify it. And they go out and borrow money to pay the estate tax or the death tax, as it's called, and they'd overextend and they'd lose the farm, and they'd commit suicide in many cases.
We're seeing that.
No. Our levels are nowhere near 50%. They're not. We've just introduced where it's paid over many years. Works out.
Well, that's good.
An extra 2% a year.
Bullshit.
Over 10 years. So it's not at those levels by any stretch of the imagination.
Well, we ended the estate tax. There is no estate tax on farmers.
There you go.
So when a parent leaves their farm, because again, a lot of these farms, they don't make a lot of money, but it's a way of life, and they love their way of life, and they love that dirt. That dirt is the most beautiful thing they've ever seen. They love it. I mean, they're farmers. They love doing it. They don't know how to do anything else, but they don't want to do anything else. I mean, we were losing a lot of people to suicide. They'd borrow money to pay the estate tax, and they were not able to pay it. And some banks are ruthless; they wouldn't do anything, and they would end up committing suicide. We have totally ended the estate tax in those situations. So there's no estate tax. So when a parent leaves the farm to the kids, they don't have to worry about their local, possibly unfriendly banker coming in and stealing their farm.
Or a politician.
Yeah, or a politician, yeah.
Well bloody done, Donald Trump.
Yeah. And what they do, we should do in theory. You know.
And there's kid like, oh no, we just make it 2% and over 10 years. They don't talk about the other sort of the millions on top of everything. Well, who'd have thought as well? You got Donald Trump talking about he sounds like he knows farmers. You know what I mean?
Or he's got his eye on the UK, mate.
Well,
I've already
a few
said.
more golf courses, isn't it?
I reckon.
Oh, it could be a one big par 9, couldn't it?
Well, Scotland.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everyone's going to the rough. That'd be Ireland.
That'd be Wales.
Oh, Ireland and Wales.
Ireland and
So if you're
Wales.
listening from there,
welcome, greetings, wherever you are listening to from around the world. This is Dartmoor For One with myself, Darren Dee, and Mr. Russ James.
Join Darren and Russ every Sunday at 8:30 p.m. live on Apple Radio. Or search Dartmoor For One on your favourite podcast platform for more episodes.